I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Pretty good. I am really excited to start our session today. I just wanted to remind you that everything that we talk about is going to be confidential, so I won't be sharing any of it with anybody else unless I have your permission. But if I get the sense that you or someone you know might be in danger, then I'll have to let someone know about that. Okay?
Okay.
What would you like to talk about today?
I want to talk about my placement my second year. It was with grade 1s and 2s. It's a split class.
Tell me about that.
So we have this in the placement. We have this kid who has a learning disability, but actually there was 2 students in that placement. One was my peer and me myself. We kind of had to focus on 2 kids in that classroom. I am more close to the boy. He has a learning disability but hasn't been diagnosed yet. So when I was in there with them, I was more concerned of him not getting the correct, what do you call this, IEP? No, not correct actually, because he doesn't have one. So yeah, during that time I was kind of bothered by it, because whenever I do things with him in an activity, I can literally tell he almost can't do it because he's in grade 2. So without an IEP, the school will be expecting something more from this kid, right? Which he can't give. So yeah.
Sounds like you have had a really good understanding of what his needs were. Who did you go to talk about this?
So we have this course last 2 semesters, reflective practice. Honestly, I didn't even bother opening up the idea because they said he was out of their scope. They were trying their best. I mean, the school was trying their best to like give him an IEP, but without the diagnosis, they can't give that. So for the support, we have this reflective practice course. I was hoping the course was like more in talking about your situation is during placement, but it's not 100% about that. It was more we have an assignment. So we did a very short reflection, but not really to the point of like indulging what our situation is during our placement.
So in that class, you weren't feeling like you had an outlet to express your frustration?
Yes.
Okay. So you mentioned that you were doing your placement with another student. Did you ever talk to her about this?
For the other student, I didn't kind of do it because it was my peers thing. I'm not sure if it's a thing. So yeah. Are you talking about the other student?
Yeah, so you said you had another student in placement?
Yeah, we have another student in placement.
Did she also notice the things that you were noticing?
For sure.
What did she say about it?
Same thing, like we kind of talk it through every time we do our own I can't remember the word, debriefing. Every time that we debrief our days, we kind of wrap up what we've done, and so we kind of talk it like, you know what, this kid could have been could needed the support, but he doesn't have it, which is very unfortunate.
How is that affecting you emotionally to watch him?
Emotionally, it's heartbreaking because I am a mom. I have a 7-year-old kid, same age as this kid, and you know, if I were his mom, it's heartbreaking. It's very heartbreaking because they're expecting something from this kid and he can't even reach that goal. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It sounds like it was really difficult.
It is.
Are you doing another placement soon?
Yes. I don't have the location yet, but my placement for 3rd year, I'm hoping it would be with high school.
You don't look too pleased about that.
Honestly, I'm not really pleased.
Mm-hmm.
I am super anxious. Some of my friends, they've started their placement, whereas for myself, I haven't even gotten an interview. And then learning that I will be placed in a high school location kind of is nerve-wracking.
Mm-hmm.
It's way too different with what I had during my second year placement. I understand that we can't be in our comfort zone, but I still have those fears, you know?
What specifically about being with high schoolers scares you?
So basically, they're tall and they talk so fast,
Mm-hmm.
and because I'm not from the country, so I have way different upbringing. So it's just how the way they speak, it scares me.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say I get emotionally like affected by it really fast.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I'm thinking way ahead, but what if I have a breakdown in there? That's just what I'm scared of.
Well, what if meatballs start falling from the sky?
Meatballs?
A lot
That'd
of
be
things
great.
can happen.
Mm-hmm.
What if it goes well?
What if it goes well? Yeah, that was. You know, sometimes when you're facing a situation, you see things two ways. Just from my perspective, you see bad things and good things. Now, I was in conversation with my friend earlier. The dilemma that I was bringing, I initially just answered my own
Mm-hmm.
dilemmas, like, because I have a 7-year-old kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And meeting these high school students in my placement would be like a gateway of understanding my kid when he's at that stage. So, yeah, it's
That-
a good thing.
First child that you mentioned from your previous placement that
Yep.
you connected with, you
Mhm.
said it was because he reminded you of your child.
Mm-hmm.
What qualities did you identify in him that reminded you of your kid?
Very sweet,
Mm-hmm.
very, very sweet kid.
Mm-hmm.
He calls out my name, like I'm the only person in the classroom. Like literally, I know about boundaries. We understand them, but there's always that whenever a kid calls out my name, your mom figure would always pop out. So yeah.
I picture a teenager. These qualities that you're describing, these are
Mhm.
things that teenagers may also do to you.
Mhm.
I think, do you feel like you built a strong relationship with the first child?
For sure.
So what's stopping you from doing that with these older kids?
That's a question actually. Like, there's nothing, but I keep putting some situations in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's all in my head. So now I kind of have to accept it. I'm not have to, but like eventually I'm gonna accept it. Like I have to experience it and not just be all up in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And not what if I'm gonna be okay with it. Like, it's an experience that I'm gonna be bringing. It's also when I help with my kid when he's growing up. So I have to be there. Think of it as a positive experience. Yeah.
Every experience you're going to have
Mhm.
in your classes in life, they're all going to be experiences that you can learn from,
Mhm.
right?
For sure.
How are you preparing yourself for this next placement?
It's good that you have a friend that you can talk to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's kind of an outlet of what your fears are, and there's that a boomerang conversation that it's gonna be cool. That's what you're doing right now. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a positive experience, even though there's gonna be negative ones, but that's okay. It's part of it. So yeah.
You you're allowed to be scared.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's totally normal to be nervous about a new experience. We talked a lot about the kids, and I think we should talk about you a little bit. What strengths do you feel like you're going to be bringing with you to this new placement? What can help you when you get there?
Right. So, what could bring my strengths, right? I still want to bring that motherly figure with them, hoping that it will be effective. You know, I want to be 100% supportive with that kid, with the high school student, and that being a high schooler, being a child doesn't really matter when you're supporting one. So yeah.
I think you did a really good job of identifying your strengths, and I think you might be more prepared than you think for your placement. You clearly have a lot of experience, like we discussed. So I think you're going to do great. Thank you for coming into my session today, and I'll see you next time.
Appreciate it. Thank you.